What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. In today's video we're going to be checking out this 2026 Subaru BRZ Series Yellow. This is a BRZ TS finished off in sunrise yellow. MSRP is $40,900. So 41 grand, obviously not the cheapest thing in the world. However, this is about as cheap as you can get for one of the newest sports cars that's still on the market. So if you want a fun to drive performance car, this is about at the bottom of the price point depending on how you spec it. This one is the top trim though for a BRZ. So this is about as good as it gets from Subaru. So underneath the hood, you're still gonna get that naturally aspirated flat 4. It's a 2.4 liter, of course the boxer motor. We have rear wheel drive with a limited slip differential, 228 horsepower with 184 pound-feet of torque. This car is also a 6-speed manual. You're gonna get 0 to 60 in about 5.5 seconds, topping out at 140. And then this car only weighs 2,800 pounds. It's got a 13.2 gallon fuel tank, and you can expect 20 miles per gallon in the city with 27 out on the highway. We also have 4-piston Brembo brakes up front with 2 piston in back. And then it has a sport tuned suspension tuned by STI. So this one is the really good handling BRZ. They already handle great, but this one's even better. So for the headlights, you got the BRZ name in red, which is a cool touch. These nice running lights, and then a nice dark housing. Got your Subaru logo, and then a large opening to provide some cooling. Got your badging, a nice little air inlet with some black trim throughout the front. Kind of looks like a smiley face on the BRZ, so it's a very happy looking little sports car. So cool looking. I think the Toyota GR86 is a little more aggressive on the front, but this one really does look great. You're gonna see some smooth lines on the hood, and I like how the fender area is bulged compared to the center, so it gives it kind of a more tougher appearance. At the side, we got these nice updated wheels finished in the satin black. I like the gold color on those Brembos as well. Some smooth body lines throughout that front fender with an extraction vent right here. And then the side skirt has a really aggressive angle to it. So it looks really nice and flared out. Body colored handles, gloss black mirror caps, and all black trim throughout it. Got some smooth lines on the roof, shark fin antenna. And then I like the side profile a lot, especially in yellow with the blacked out accents. Got that nice long hood, sloping rear end, and you can see just how wide the fenders are, giving it that sporty appearance. This has a great look to it as we come towards the rear. Integrated spoiler, and then a nice set of LED taillights. You got that black connecting bar, all of your nice badging, and then we have our trunk button, camera, third brake light, and then a dual exhaust with this nice black diffuser. Reverse lights all down below. It's a sweet looking car, especially with how small these are. It's just a fun little sports car. From here, we have a small trunk back here. Pressing that, you got 6.3 cubic feet of cargo volume, and apparently with the seats down, you can fit a stock set of wheels. So if you're going to the track, you can bring your track wheels with you. Got a little bit of storage, no spare tire. You have some tools and an inflator kit. And then from here, super easy, you can close everything down. Now, the BRZ is a 2+2. So yes, it has 4 seats in it. There's back seats. However, they are incredibly tiny for people, but you have good cargo. So as you can tell, there's the rear seats. Still have the nice interior back here with the micro suede, the synthetic leather, yellow stitching. It is very cramped for people to sit here, to be honest. Not really any leg room, so it's good enough in a pinch. At 5'11", if I hop in here, I mean I can sit here, but there's no leg room. Headroom is incredibly compromised as well. So it's good for small kids, and in a pinch, if you really had to, you could fit one of your friends in the back. But overall, it's really a 2-seater with good storage. All manual controls. And then this interior is fantastic with these bucket seats and all the yellow accents. On the door, we have this black micro suede, a nice soft touch padded area, and just a little bit of plastic. A large padded armrest and grab handle with the stitching. You got storage, all your basic controls, aluminum door sill trim, and then all your aluminum pedals. So hopping into this car, these seats are really nice, especially for stock. They're a really good little bucket seat. Fit pretty comfortable in them, all manual controls. And we've got our 6-speed, foot on the clutch, got the STI logo. It's fired up. STI logo pops up, and there's even some red accents throughout it. One thing cool with the gauge cluster, it looks like an opposing piston for the boxer engine. Now with that, we have this really small steering wheel finished in black leather. You got the contrast stitching, audio controls on the left, a couple other controls on the right. And then for the screen, we can scroll up and down and see all sorts of information in each of these menus. Got some of the safety settings, cruise control, audio, got a lap timer, your power, and then some G-force meters. And then a couple basic vitals right here as well. So pretty cool look to that. We have our sport mode and track mode button. So if I toggle track mode, you can see how that changes. And then if I hold down the track icon, got a cool display right there. Traction control can change up as well. Interior dimming and trunk button, one of your air vents, these cool speakers, and then more of that black micro suede. Got your air vents, just a simple design for the dashboard, finished in the black plastic. And then this is the basic multimedia system we've seen for many years on Subaru. So nothing really all too fancy about it. You have basic controls that'll pop up. Physical controls, volume, you have tuning, radio, there's Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. And then if we go into reverse, we have a pretty good backup camera. HD graphics, nice guidelines. And then I like how we have physical climate controls. So really easy to toggle all of that. Temperature, fan speed, the mode will change as well. Then we have a couple more toggles for the heated side mirrors, all the glass, on off switch. Some more of this dark color material all around it. Stitching around the shift boot. I love the 6-speed manual, it looks great in here. Got more of this leather style material on your park and brake. And then we have heated seats, all dry modes. Got some padding back here for your armrest, and then popping that open, there's a little bit of storage with some plugs. Glove box, as expected. And then one last look at the interior. Again, nothing really has changed much lately on this car, but it's just a really cool design with the Series Yellow kit, as well as just the TS suspension stuff. Simple mirror with garage door buttons, and then all your dome lights up above. All right, so setting off now in the BRZ TS. So this car is a blast to drive. Now it's not particularly fast at all. It doesn't really have that much acceleration. However, they've done a good job giving it just enough power to get out of its own way and to have enough to, you know, have fun with. The original BRZ and FRS, they were just a little too sluggish, I think. This car's not sluggish. While it's slow, it's not sluggish, which does make a big difference. The manual is really fun to row through the gears, and the handling is fantastic. It turns on a dime. It's so flat. The upgraded suspension on the TS goes a long way, and having these Brembo brakes, I mean, it really makes this car come alive in the handling. You're not buying this car because you want a drag race, you want acceleration. You're buying this car because you want to take turns, do autocrosses, drive in the mountains, and just have like good honest fun without breaking speed limits. You know, this car, you're not gonna be hitting 100 miles an hour in the mountains on the twisty roads. You're gonna be going the speed limit, but around the turns, you're not gonna be hitting the brakes. So it is just a fun car to drive in kind of any circumstance, and it's good enough around town to be just a normal daily driver. So lots of good things about the BRZ in general. Normal driving, you know, you have a pretty good view around. It's certainly a small, compact car, but you can easily see around this with no issues. So it's nice that it's just an easy car to park, just easy everything. Interior, it's got a cool sporty vibe to it. It's comfortable enough. Armrest, I'm not the most favorite because your elbow will hit that and open that a lot of times, but overall, you know, it's got a pretty good just ergonomic design to it. But even short shifting, we're still peppy enough to get up and move, which is nice to see that. The manual, it's fun to go through the gears. The clutch pedal's not heavy. Doesn't have exactly a beefy tone to it, so it's, you know, it kind of sounds like a average 4-cylinder. But the fun factor is where it's at in this car, just because the handling is unlike anything. Not many cars weigh this little, and when you have a car that's under 3,000 going around turns, it just makes the car so tossable. Now, the different drive modes do a lot. If you're in the track mode, that traction control off like that, it lets you slip the rear end, and it really is a pretty lively car to toss around. Normal mode, obviously traction control is gonna be a little bit more invasive just to obviously keep you on the road. And then sport mode sharpens up the throttle tuning just a little bit to give you a little bit more lively acceleration when you first tap the accelerator pedal. So it's got a lot going for it. The tech's simple, but it's basically got all you need. You know, you don't need to have a million screens in every new car these days. This car is just a driver's car. It's meant to have fun with. And ride quality, you know, you can feel the bumps. Again, sport tune car, and it's a little on the noisy side. It just kind of has that spacey sound to it where you can hear the road. Don't necessarily hear any wind noise, but you know, you can kind of just hear the road going, given there's not that much sound insulation. And then as far as maneuvering this being such a small car, it's just a fun toy at the end of the day. Row through gears and just have a blast.